Hello friends, my name is Jess. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another tag video. Today I'm going to be doing the Truth or Dare tag, which was created by my friend Ebony from Butterflies on My Bookshelf. She's also the one who tagged me, so thank you. I'm glad that I finally got to this tag. The premise of this tag is much like the OG Truth or Dare game. You have a truth or you have a dare, and then you have to flip a coin to see which one you get. I think there are 8 sets of truths and dares. I'm not sure, we're gonna find out together. So let's just get into it. I'm gonna get Google to flip my coin for me because I don't feel like getting a real coin. So for the first set, I ended up getting dare, so I have to do one of my bookish pet peeves. And I don't have a lot of bookish pet peeves, to be honest. Not with myself anyway. If someone borrows my books, the list of bookish pet peeves I have are a mile long. But for myself, not really. I don't like cracking spines, so I'll just... There we go. That's cracked. Did I do that to a book that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get rid of anyway? Yeah, but I still did it, so it counts. Next up, I got truth. So who are my favorite booktubers? This is a long list, and if I don't mention you, I'm so sorry. My memory just isn't that good. But some of the people that I can remember off the top of my head are Rachel from Shipwrecked Library, Nicole from Nicole Reads, Katie from Katie Can't Read, Mel from Mel Reads, Lou from Lou Reading Things, Delphi from the Oracle of Delphi, and Rachel from Let Me in the Library. And then some of the bigger booktubers that I like are Noelle Gallagher, Brittany the Bibliophile, Books with Chloe, Joel from Fictional Fates, Read with Cindy, Naya Reads and Smiles, and yeah. Again, there are so many booktubers that I love, and if you're one of my friends and I forgot to mention you, feel free to slide into my DMs on Twitter and yell at me about it, but I love you guys too. I got truth again. So the question is, what are your guilty pleasure reads? I actually just filmed a video before this one where I talked about this book. And had I filmed this tag first, I would have said that I don't think I have any guilty pleasure reads because I'm not really embarrassed about the things that I read. A book is a book. It has something for everybody. But actually, this is my guilty pleasure read. This is Christmas Cookie Murder by Leslie Meyer. It's a part of the Lucy Stone Mysteries series, which is basically this mom who keeps ending up in situations where people are being murdered, and she kind of gets in the middle of the case and she's investigating things. She's basically just an overly curious mother. Objectively speaking, these are not amazing books, and they have a lot of problems because they were written in the 90s, I believe, so there are a lot of outdated ideas of what women should be doing and gender roles, things like that. And normally that would piss me off a lot, and I'm really not about it, but you know, this is a cozy mystery series and it really is cozy. It's just entertaining to me. All of the problematic things about the gender roles, and in this book at least, Lucy has a problem with her son smoking weed. It's just so over the top and ridiculous that I can't take it seriously, so it doesn't seriously bother me. So yeah, I'm like a little embarrassed to say that I like this, but not embarrassed enough that I'm not gonna keep reading the series. This is the only one I've ever read, but I'm intrigued enough to read the other books now, especially since I think all of them are on Hoopla. Okay, and once again, I have gotten truth. The question is, if you have to delete one of your bookish social media, which do you pick? And I guess my answer is Twitter, because I only have this channel and a bookish Twitter, and I don't really know how to use Twitter, so I guess I would get rid of that and just talk to you guys in the comments. Okay, cool. I finally got a dare, and it's balance a book on your head for 30 seconds. I don't really know how I'm gonna do that, considering I have a bun on, but you know, we're gonna try anyway. I'm gonna set this to 30 seconds. We're just gonna use this book. Okay. And while that's going, let me just... Okay. So I've got a truth. If you had to burn one book, which would it be? And my immediate instinct is to say Catcher in the Rye. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Oh my god. I was 5 seconds away from getting it, guys. If I hadn't tried to answer that question at the same time, I would have gotten it. This is what I get for not knowing how to not multitask for once in my life. Anyway, if I had to burn one book, Catcher in the Rye. I read it for the first time in middle school and I hated it so much. It took me a month to read that book, and it's a really small book, so there was no reason for it to take me that long. I am planning to reread it. Maybe now that I'm older I'll actually like it, but whenever I have to pick a book that I absolutely loathe, that's the one. Another dare, write yourself a note and stick it in a book you haven't read. This can be whatever you want, inspirational, positive, funny. Now when you read the book, you'll find the note. I just picked up the first book that I haven't read yet, which is Stars Above by Marissa Meyer. I'm gonna write a note. Jesus Christ. This is kind of an inspirational, hopeful note. So if I manage to put this in a very intense, sad moment, rip. Next up, I have a truth. What's one bookish thing that scares you? I am kind of scared of growing too old to read certain things. Like, I'm already upset that I can't read a lot of middle grade books just because it feels too young for me to really get into it. And I wish I could get over that because there are so many middle grade books I would love to read. So I do have that fear that I'm gonna grow out of YA one day. I don't think it's gonna happen for a long, long time though, so I'm not that scared. But there's that worry. Reading in Spanish is also a fear for me, but it's more of a intimidation type of fear. Ooh, okay. I got the dare. Try to name a book for every letter in the alphabet off the top of your head. Good luck. I was really hoping I was gonna get this one, actually. Let's see if I even know the alphabet, honestly. Okay, A, Afterlife of Holly Chase, Bunny, City of Ghosts, The Duff, I think is the name of a book, A Lat's Away, Feed, G. What book do I know that starts with G? Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. H. I'm damn certain that I've read a book that starts with the first letter of everything in the alphabet. Heartless by Marissa Myers. There we go. I, In the Woods. J. Jane Eyre. Kite Runner. Legend. M. What starts with M? M. M is not going to be the thing that brings me down. What starts with M? Memoirs of a Geisha. There we go. Geisha? Geisha? I don't know. N. Nightingale. You know, when I was watching Ebony do this, I kept thinking to myself, how is this so hard? I feel like I can come up with so many books, and now that I'm here, I'm so sorry. This is hard. Only Human? I feel like that's a book I've read, but I don't even know. Prince of Thorns, I think, is a book. I feel like I just heard about it today, so there's P. The Queen's Fool. Rebecca. Oh my god. Speak. Turtles All the Way Down. Unwind. Verity by Colleen Hoover, which, mind you, is not where I came up with the name Verity Books, in case anyone has wondered. Which is a book. X. I'm not gonna waste time on this, I just assumed that the X-Men have a book out there, so I'm gonna say an X-Men book, X-Files book, something like that exists, I'm sure. I think You is a book, like the show You, I think that's based off a book called You, so I'm gonna say that. And then Z, Zodiac's Deception. That was so much harder than I thought it was gonna be. On to the last set. I got Truth, which is what are two characters from different books that you would ship? That's super hard. I don't usually ship characters in general, unless they're meant to be a couple in a book. So the author has been laying down a little bit of groundwork, a little bit of flirtation. I don't really ship characters even in the same book. So characters in two different books? Ooh. I don't know, man. I barely ship characters within the same book, so in different books that's nearly impossible. So I have no idea, but how about I give you a ship in the same book? And I'm gonna relate it to Vampire Academy, actually, because I think Rose and Lisa would be so good together. And while we're here talking about Vampire Academy, shameless plug for the read-along that I'm co-hosting with Ebony and some other wonderful people. You should check out our announcement video and jump in on the read-along at whatever point we're at right now. Anyway, that is the tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. As for who I'm tagging to do this, Rachel from Shipwrecked Library. I feel like that would be so much fun. I think she'd be hilarious. Katie from Katie Can't Read, and I hope you get the question about shipping because I think you'll have some fun answers with that. Nicole from Nicole Reads, Sandra Gibbons, Rachel from Let Me in the Library, and Couple from A Couple Books. As for the rest of you, if you want to do the tag, you're welcome to do the tag. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure to do so you can be here for any other fun content that I do. And in the meantime, I will see you in the next one.